Good evening, everyone.
Yeah, evening, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good
Good
evening.
evening,
Good
ma'am.
evening, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am.
How are you all? All good?
Very good
Fine,
evening.
ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am, fine.
I'm fine.
Okay, then. So, have you gone through the lectures of week one? Like we had a session from the session. After that, have you gone through it once again? Sorry, couldn't get you.
Ma'am, may I ask one question?
Yeah, sure.
Ma'am, actually, the mail they send us to notify the which is first instructor class actually for stat 2. So, is this for stat 1 or for stat 2?
This is for stats one.
Ma'am, actually, the mail they have sent actually it was for stat 2, but I am not getting the link because they have sent a mail, but there is not a link provided by them.
Stats two.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, it is a first instructor class. They have just mailed around 12 p.m., ma'am. But link is
For
not provided in that particular mail for the joining the class. So
no,
from where can I get?
the link will be in the calendar only.
Ma'am, actually, I am joining right now from the calendar, but it is
Yeah.
only for the stat 1, not for stat 2, ma'am.
Are
So
you
this
in
is the problem.
stats two as well?
Yes, ma'am, I am registered for stat 2, ma'am. Actually, I have done my stat 1.
You have done for stats one, then
Yes, ma'am, in previous term.
okay.
So from where can I get a link for stat 2? I am not able to join the stat 2 classes, which is scheduled for today onwards from 6 p.m. onwards.
So do you have like okay, I'll just share. It's
I am not good. I couldn't find from Google Calendar. Ma'am. Actually, it is not in the list.
Yes, ma'am. It's not available there. I am also stats 2 student.
so why are you in stats one then?
Ma'am, actually, I thought that it was a mistake from their side, so it was actually correct. They have not provided us the link.
Okay, I have shared the link. You can join it from here. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
For stat 2, ma'am.
Yeah, this is for stats two. If you're having this kind of issue, then just post it in the discourse, okay? And tag the teacher so that they can just see
Ma'am,
to it, okay?
from last 6 months, I am unable to join the discourse forum, ma'am. I have tried many times, but there's no solution. They are not responding me.
Okay, right now you just tag. If you're having an issue, you have to tag someone, TA or the instructor. Then only we will be able to solve your problem, right?
So, ma'am, let me know about from where I can join the discourse forum. So, any link is there?
Discourse, everybody must be having the discourse ID, right?
No, ma'am, but I didn't join till now.
Okay, okay. So I will see to it. You just join this class and take your class, okay?
Okay, ma'am. So,
Yeah.
for me, it is mandatory. Because it is for stat 1. So, is it beneficial to me?
Sorry?
It will be useful to me. Actually, it is for stat 1, ma'am.
No, this is stats one class, and the meeting link that I have just shared is the stats two. You are in stats two, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so
And the topic is joint marginal and conditional PMFs, ma'am.
yes.
So today's topic is actually it is now.
No, no, no. This is stats one. This is stats one course. Stats two is a different course.
So from where I can join stat 2?
I have shared you the link in the chat box. Just
Okay,
join that.
okay,
Okay?
ma'am.
Yeah.
Hello, ma'am. So I'm seeing that this class and another computing class is together. So which class should I be joining right now?
It's clashing with the TA session, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not the session taken by the any instructors, correct?
yeah.
Yeah, so you only think which is more important, the instructor session or the TA session. It is upon you.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah.
So, ma'am,
Okay, so
by clicking direct, I can redirect by those instructors who are taking my class start to.
sorry, what? Once again?
I am just clicking this link that you have provided me.
Hmm.
So by clicking it, I am directly redirecting them, no?
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Yes. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Oh, okay then. Yeah, so I just asked one question. What was that? Yeah, have you gone through once again the lectures of week 1?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Now some
Yeah,
of the
ma'am.
topics are clear to you a little bit. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay then. So today we are going to solve some 8 questions. Okay. With that, I hope that you will be like your doubts, more doubts that you had, it will be clear. Fine. Okay. So I will be asking you I want the answers of each and every questions. Okay. Fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Shall we
Yes,
start
ma'am.
now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay then. Now, the first question is 400 freshmen are randomly selected from all the departments at Delhi University for a survey that intends to determine the average score obtained by freshmen of Delhi University in a high school. Okay, so this is our scenario. Now, the question is what is the population?
Freshman of Delhi University.
Ma'am, all the students
Freshmen
of the
from all the
departments of the Delhi
departments at
University.
Delhi University.
400, ma'am.
All the students from Delhi University.
Yeah, so
Yes. All the students from Delhi University.
All the students of Delhi
All the
University.
students
All
of
the
Delhi
students of
University.
Delhi University.
all
Which
the
is in
students,
high
all
school.
the freshmen of Delhi University, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, second, what is the sample?
The 400
400
freshmen that are
freshmen.
randomly
400
selected.
400
Randomly
freshmen.
selected.
400 freshmen that are randomly selected from the GU, correct? Now, what can you say about the nature of the study?
Inferential.
Descriptive. Inferential.
Inference.
Why is it inferential?
Inference.
Because
We
we
are
are
Because it
getting
determining
something
obtains
from the
information from
this.
Because we are
Yeah.
concluding something by the sample.
By the sample for whom? So basically,
We are
what is the
concluding for the entire population using the sample.
yeah, correct.
This is descriptive नहीं होगा
Why?
because the determined of the average scores.
Average score about we are determining the average score for whom?
Yes. I'm not concluding any future मतलब predictions, not the future
No,
predictions.
I'm asking you from the sample that I have taken. I am determining the average score, correct? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So this average score is determining for what? Like for whom? For the whole freshman of the Delhi University, for the whole population? Yes or
Yes.
no? Yeah.
Yes.
So from the sample, I am having some conclusion about the population. So that's why this is an inferential statistics.
Okay,
Okay?
ma'am.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the difference. If we are not getting any conclusion from the sample about the population, then it's not an inferential. Fine?
Yes,
This
ma'am.
question is clear?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
the
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
population. Hello.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. So the population is like the Delhi University in high school, like student which is in the high school, and the sample talks about the all the students, like when it's randomly selected from the all the departments. The year is not specified there.
Yeah, the year is not specified. So that was my next question. That if this is a correct sample, correct representative of the population, the sample that I have collected.
So I think no,
It's
because
no, right? Yeah. So that's what. So we will be having some sample which are not a correct representative or a good representative of a population. So this is one example. Okay. Now the population here is all the freshmen of the Delhi University. Our sample is 400 freshmen that we are randomly selecting from all the departments. Okay. And this is an inferential because from the 400 freshmen, we are concluding about the whole Delhi University freshmen. Okay. Fine. This question is clear.
Excuse me.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Can you just please mute yourself, whoever is there?
Maybe this week one content,
Sorry.
maybe week one का content है ना?
हाँ. Okay. Aditi, you have a doubt?
Yes, ma'am, I have a doubt. Ma'am, how is it not the sample is not the correct representation? How the sample is not the correct representation of the population?
Just a second. 400 freshmen are randomly selected from all the departments at Delhi University for studying and to determine the score in that efficient. Randomly selected from all the departments. Okay. This is a good representation.
Bias is not clear, man.
Yeah, sorry.
Yes, ma'am,
My bad.
it's
Yeah,
Okay.
because, okay, so, okay, I left out this point. So 400 freshmen, we are selecting from all the departments. So from all the departments, we are taking out 400. So basically, this is the correct representation of all the freshmen of the Delhi University, right? In
Yes,
Delhi
ma'am.
University, we have different kind of departments. So from all the departments, we are taking out 400 freshmen. So with that, we can actually conclude about the whole population. So yeah, this is a correct representation of a population. Yeah, I was wrong. My bad.
population,
Thank you.
population, we are talking about the high school student. Like at the end of the statement, it is mentioned that it is a high school freshman. Okay,
Yeah.
and in the sample, we are talking about all students, randomly
So-
selected all student.
Yeah, randomly selected from all the departments, right?
Yeah, but the year is not properly mentioned. So how can we know that it is about the high school or the graduation or something else?
The freshman in the sense, the you're talk okay. So let's suppose it is talking about the graduation only, like when we are newly joined the colleges, right? So basically we are talking about that only. So they are the freshmen, okay? So we are just talking about the 400 freshmen from all the departments of the Delhi University. And
Ma'am, then in which case this representation would have been a bad representation?
if we had just taken 400 freshmen randomly, that's it. We are not taking any departments. We are not considering any departments because we have different kinds of subjects. We have different kinds of courses, right? So in every course, we have to consider all the courses. So if we are not considering all the courses, then it is not a correct representation.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. So can we move forward to the next question?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, option third, can you repeat?
Option?
Madam, question third.
What can you say?
What
about the
you
image?
can about the nature of
Yeah,
student?
what's your doubt on this? Yes. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, can you tell me what is your doubt?
Ma'am, question, can you resolve this question? But
Do you want me to repeat it?
yes, ma'am.
Okay. So
But mean this question.
what do you mean by this question? Nature. Okay. So question here it is asking like if it's a descriptive statistic or it is an inferential statistic. Okay, that's the nature of the study. Okay. So according to
Okay,
you,
ma'am.
is it a descriptive or an inferential?
Descriptive statistics. When I summarize and calculate and inferential, and analyze whole data.
Okay, so is this a inferential or a descriptive? It's an inferential, okay? Okay, let's forward to the next question. An online opinion poll was conducted by a film reviewing website to rank Indian films from 2000.
If they ask, is the sample a good representative of the population? Then
It's a good representation.
but 2,400 students are selected out of the whole population right now.
No. We are selecting 400 from each and every department.
Oh,
If you
okay.
read
So
it.
we are selecting 400 from
From
each and
all the
every
departments.
department.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Shall I move forward to the next question then?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
An online opinion poll was conducted by a film reviewing website to rank Indian films from the 2000. Among the 1,000 films in the list, Bhag Milka Bhag received the maximum number of votes, followed by Three Idiots and Spade, respectively. Which branch of statistics does the above analysis come under? Is this a descriptive or inferential?
Inferential.
Descriptive, ma'am.
Descriptive.
Descriptive, ma'am.
Descriptive.
Okay, why is it
Because it's
descriptive?
describing about the list.
But we are
Because
taking a sample, right?
summarize.
Because it is summarizing.
And what it is summarizing?
At Bhag Milka Bhag received the maximum number.
The top
Opinion poll.
1,000 films from the 2000s.
Okay, so this question is clear to everyone? Shall we move
Okay,
forward
ma'am.
now?
Okay,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
then.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, a construction company wants to start a house construction business in a city. Since there is a large number of houses, the company collects a sample of houses from the city and uses the properties of the sample to study house prices in the city. Which branch of statistics does the above analysis come under?
Inference.
Inferential.
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 Sure?
Inferential.
Yeah. Why is it inferential?
Because
Because the prediction of the prices,
Studying
prices.
about
Because he is going to
population from
conclude
sample.
something based on the information.
Generalization.
taking conclusion after
Giving the conclusion about it.
I
Correct.
couldn't
Sample
get,
of houses.
okay, I couldn't get any one of you. So just anyone, like Pranjal. Okay, Pranjal, can you go ahead?
ma'am, in this he's it is drawing the conclusion by collecting the sample of houses
It
that
is drawing
what property
conclusion about what?
it is concluding out the houses of the city and about the properties of the sample to like construct new houses.
Yeah. So basically, why is it inferential? Because we are concluding from the sample, our sample is the houses from the city, and from that samples, we are concluding about the house prices in the whole city. Okay. That's why this is an inferential. So basically, from the sample, we are concluding about the population. Now you got the difference between the inferential and the descriptive statistics. Now the topic is clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes,
Sure.
ma'am.
Shall
Yes,
we
ma'am.
move
Yes,
forward
ma'am.
then?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Sure,
Now
ma'am.
this is a table. Fine. Now we have a roll number, we have name, course, number of assignments submitted, marks in percentage, and teachers review. Okay. Now the question is, what is the scale of measurement of roll number?
Nominal.
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 Why it is a nominal? I have numbers here, so it should be a numerical, right?
Ma'am, it doesn't have any
It is
meaning.
used as labels. Like roll number is used as labels right now.
Roll numbers are used as labels. So this is a nominal scale. Everybody agrees with it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Yeah?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So
Yes,
roll
ma'am.
number is my nominal scale of measurement because it is just used as a label for some people for the observations. Correct? Okay. Next. Can you just mute yourself, Asmit? Okay. Now. Okay then. So next question. What is the scale of measurement of number of assignments submitted?
Ratio scale.
Ratio.
Ratio scale.
Ratio scale.
Ratio scale.
Why is it ratio?
Because it
Ma'am,
can be
because it has
zero.
absolute zero.
It has absolute zero. Okay.
We can perform arithmetical operations.
Yeah, correct. So, okay. So main thing is, if you know that the nominal and the ordinal scale are for the categorical variable, correct? And the ratio, interval and ratio scale are for the numerical variables. Okay. So the first thing is, if you have to check for the easy thing, okay, you have to check is, are the columns, like are the observations are in numericals or in categorical? Okay. So I know that these are in numericals. So I have left with interval and the ratio scale. Okay. Then the next thing is, you will be checking is that the interval scale, in interval scale, the main thing is it has no absolute zero and the ratios are not meaningful, correct? Okay. And in the ratio scale, the main thing is it have an absolute zero and the ratios are meaningful, right? And it also follows all the properties of the interval scale, correct? So now, in the number of assignments submitted, they like between 1 and 2, 2 and 3, 3 and 4, they have a like common unit of difference, correct? Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, and they have an absolute zero. If somebody has like scored like zero, like zero means he has not submitted anything, correct? Zero means absence. Assignment is not there, right? So zero
Yes,
is
ma'am.
there. Okay, and we can compute all the mathematical operations, and here ratios are also meaningful. So that's why this is a ratio scale of measurement. Fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now next, which of the collected data is unstructured?
Teachers review.
Why?
Because not the meaning, but grouping not.
And call it so random.
Randomly writing down in text
We can't
format.
perform arithmetic on it.
Also text format. So
Yeah, because the thing is, unstructured means it's not organized very well, right? So if you see here, we are just written, it's in text form. That's it. Okay. So it's not in organized form. That's why this is a unstructured data. Now, which of the following is a case?
student.
Huh?
Roll number.
Roll number.
I'm asking you case.
Ma'am,
What are my
name?
case?
Student. Student.
Name?
Teacher review.
Arjun Vidya.
157, 298,
Teachers
30.
with
Roll
Correct.
number.
Correct.
Teachers.
159, 298, 306, and
520.
527.
Roll numbers
These
are
are my cases. Okay. You won't be saying roll numbers are cases. You will be saying 157, 298, 306, 527 are my cases. Okay. Roll number is my variable. Name is my variable. Course is my variable. Number of assignments submitted are variable. These are my variable. But 157, 298, and 306, these are my cases. Understood the difference?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, why is Arjun, Vidya, Suraj, and not cases?
Okay. So according to you, what do you mean by cases?
Arjun is twice. Written twice.
Yeah. I'm just let her complete. Okay. So what do you mean by cases?
A unit from which data is collected.
Correct. And the main important thing about cases that it should be
Of the same type.
Okay, agree. Then
Unique.
it should be
It should be
unique.
unique.
Okay.
It should
So
be
if you see in the
no
name column,
duplicate.
yeah. So if you see in the name column, are you seeing all the values, all the cases are like all the observations are unique? Are they?
No, there is a repetition.
There's a repetition, right? But if you see in the
Yes.
roll number column, there is a uniqueness. Okay. So
Yes.
157, 298, 306, and 527 are my cases. Okay. Got it?
Yes, ma'am, got it. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Okay. So this thing, case, and if I ask you what are my variables here?
Roll number, name,
Roll
case,
number, name,
course.
course,
marks,
number of
and
assignments.
yeah. Okay. So the cases and variable doubts is clear? No doubts
Yes,
now? Okay, fine. Okay. Then.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, next question. A company records employee ID numbers 102, 215, 378, 542. Which scale of measurement is being used?
Nominal.
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 It is nominal. Nominal.
It's nominal. Why it is
Also
nominal?
ordinal.
Also ordinal. Okay. Why it is first of all, why it is nominal?
Employee ID is referred as
Because
labels.
it's a label.
Ma'am, this is unique.
Because
ID is
they are
unique.
labels
Going
for
with that.
each person, right? There is a unique ID number.
Yes, because it's
Unique
just a
label
labeling. You're just labeling a employee with some numbers, which is 102, 215, 378, like that. Okay, one person said it is an ordinal. Can you explain me why it is an ordinal?
Ma'am, it's an order 102, then 215, then.
Okay, let me ask you something. If I'm saying that like the roll numbers, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, are they an ordinal variable?
No.
No, right? So it's the same thing. You're just giving ID numbers to the employee, like a roll number to the employees, right? So now
Yes,
is it an
ma'am.
ordinal or a nominal?
Please repeat.
It's the same case,
Please.
right? We are giving roll number to the employees.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So now, is it a nominal or an ordinal?
Nominal.
Nominal. Now, your doubt is clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, I have a doubt.
Yes.
Ma'am, like in regular, like in schools, we are given roll number and we are arranged in like ascending order 1, 2, 4. Isn't it like we are using nominal scale and ordinal scale in that case? In
See,
that
ordinal
case,
in the sense, ordinal, like in the ordinal, it means that the 1 is greater than 2. Sorry, 2 is greater than 1, 3 is greater than some, right? But then
Yeah.
generally, they're not like, if it's stated in the question that the roll numbers are in orders, like the second comes after 1, then 3 comes after 2. If it's stated in the question, then it can be an order. Otherwise, it's not an ordinal.
Okay, ma'am.
Until and unless it is not stated there, it is a nominal. Okay?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Yeah. Okay then. Let's move forward to the next question then.
Yes, ma'am.
A re- Yeah. A researcher measures the time taken for students to solve a puzzle. Later, he only notes whether the students solved at fast, moderate, or slow. What scale of
This is
measurement?
ordinal, ma'am.
It's an
Ordinary.
Ordinary.
This is an ordinal. Why?
Because fast
Because there is
moderate
fast,
is-
moderate, and slow. There
Because
is an
has
order
a
defined.
order in speed.
Yeah. So fast, then we have the moderate, then we have the slow, right? So this is an order: slow, then moderate, then fast. So it is following some order, right? So that's why this is an ordinal scale of measure. Yeah. Next, the exact age of
Excuse me,
students.
ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, in the question that we did earlier, if moderate wasn't mentioned, if it was just two labels, fast or slow, would it be nominal or would it still be ordinal?
It would be an ordinal, right? Fast and slow.
And if we have such binary statements like uncomfortable, comfortable, satisfied, not satisfied, for all those things, what scale of measurement would it be, ma'am?
That would be an ordinal only, because satisfied, unsatisfied, they also.
Okay, so because I asked this because there was this one question which was taken in the professor's lecture, like asking about whether it is comfortable or not comfortable, and madam
No,
told
that won't be a ordinal, right? You are just stating, you are just like, okay, I'm comfortable, not comfortable, satisfied, unsatisfied. That is it's not in order, right? Ordered in the sense that ordered, see, first comes slow, then comes fast, right? There is an order. In satisfied and unsatisfied, there is no order. Unsatisfied means it's your feelings, right? I'm not satisfied. I am satisfied. There is no order in that, correct?
Yes,
It's just your feeling, right? Yeah, that's what. So unsatisfied, satisfied, and on, that's not an order. It's nominal. It's just you're labeling it. You're labeling your feelings. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
In this question, if there was no mention of fast, moderate, or slow, then it would be ratio scale, right?
Researcher measures the time taken for students.
Time taken in seconds.
Then okay. Yeah.
All right, ma'am.
Okay. Now next question. The exact age of students is recorded and then grouped into categories. Below 10, 10 to 15, 15 to 20, about 20. Which scale of measurement applies to the collected data?
Interval.
Interval scale.
Interval scale.
scale.
Ordinal.
Interval scale.
Okay, so we have two options, right? We have interval and we have ordinal, right? These are the answers that you are telling me, correct? Okay. So why isn't okay, the students that have told me interval, can you give me a reason why it is an interval?
Because it is like in an interval
there
range,
is a
right? Comes
difference
from 10 to
between
15.
Because there is a
15 to
difference
20.
between
difference between the
the age
consecutive
set.
years.
Okay, let me ask you something. 10 to 15 years, what's the difference between it? Between these two numbers?
5.
5
Five.
years.
It's 10 to 25.
15 to 20, it's 5.
5 years.
Tell me,
5.
below 10 years, what's the difference? Can you tell me?
10 years.
25. 10.
Below 10 years. So the difference is
10.
10.
10. Like we particularly don't know, right? And about 20, do you know the difference?
No.
No,
Can be
it is
anything.
Right?
Undefined.
So okay. So here my interval, there is no fixed unit of measurement, right? So can I say it's an interval?
no,
No.
ma'am.
No.
It's not an
No.
interval. Okay. Now the students who said ordinal, can you tell me the reason?
Ma'am, because we have an order, like
Oh.
10 years, below 10 years, and after that we have 10 to 15, and then 15 to 20, and we don't have the absolute like values. That is why we won't get it as interval or ratio.
Yeah. So that's what.
Exactly. Increasing order.
Exactly. So if let's suppose I'm taking a survey or something, okay, I'm recording the age of the students. So I'm just taking it as like the students who are below 10 years, then 10 to 15, 15 to 20, and I'm just ordering it, right? I'm just counting. For below 10 years, these are the students. 10 to 15, these are my students. 15 to 20, these are my students. About 20 years, these are my students. I'm just labeling it. I'm just ordering it. Correct? So this is an ordinal type of, ordinal scale of measurement, not an interval scale. Okay? Is it fine?
Ma'am?
Ma'am, for it to be interval, should the difference be same?
Yeah, correct.
Ma'am, if the below 10 years, if there was a scale, if there was a proper range for that as well, like the same difference that we have in 10 to 15 and 15 to 20, it would still be ordinal scale, right?
If there was a perfect, let's suppose if there was interval, we had same intervals, right? Then it would be same difference, then it would be have an interval scale of measure.
Okay. Can you please explain
So
it why
for example, it
would be
starts with
interval?
0. So 0 to 10, so 0 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15, and it goes on. And it goes until 20 to 25, then that means it's interval.
Huh.
Like
Fine.
temperature.
Sorry. Somebody was saying something. Okay, now this is clear.
Ma'am,
Yes,
in
ma'am.
this
Ma'am,
question,
I have one question.
in this question, if we also get like a 0 to 5 years and 5 to 10 years, but in the last case above 20 years, then we don't know not that what interval we have to take.
So that's why this is not an interval. That's why we are stating it as this is not an interval scale of measurement, because we don't know the exact difference between the two intervals, right? So that's why this is not an interval. So basically, we are just taking the survey, like in the sense we are not taking the exact values. We are just ordering the categories. Like these are my students who are below 10. These are my students who are like 10 to 15. These are my students from 15 to 20, and these are my students about 20, just like that.
Okay,
Okay?
ma'am.
Yeah, we are just ordering
Ma'am,
the students. Yeah.
I had a doubt. I have a doubt. In the first one, below 10 years, as I asked you before, if it was if it was a proper interval, even though if it had a proper interval, we still don't have absolute values, right? We are assigning the range, that's it. So in that case, we will not be able to perform any addition or any subtraction or any operation that we should be able to perform in interval scale. So can you please explain that how it can be interval scale? I didn't understand that part.
I think it don't should be interval scale. If we have the group from 0 to 5, then 5 to 10, then 10 to 50, then 15 to 20, this much of data, then it should be ordinal scale, not an interval scale. Even if there is when there are exact values like 10 years, 15 years, 6 or 20 years, and equal range between two consecutive pairs, then it should be an interval scale.
You are saying that if the interval is given, correct? Below terminates the exact age of students is required. Okay, so if this is an age, 0 is, there is an absolute 0, which is an interval. This won't be an interval then, now. It would be a, because we are, the ages of the students have been counted, correct? So, so ages is basically my ratio scale of measurement, because the, like, if somebody is like 20 years of age and somebody is 40 years of age, then there is a ratio. The ratios are meaningful, and it has absolute 0. So basically this would be, at that point, it would be an ratio scale of measurement, not an interval scale.
Ma'am,
Ma'am, over
here
here
we
is an
don't have a
interval.
proper absolute values like proper age, right? We are just marking the ages in different categories. So in that case, if we take it as ratio scale of measurements, we will not be able to do the operations that we are supposed to do in case of ratio scale. So wouldn't it be ordinal? I didn't understand that part.
Ma'am, temperature is a interval scale or not?
Temperature is an interval scale.
Ma'am, can you speak loudly?
Temperature is an interval scale.
So, ma'am, suppose the room temperature 35, it means, and the outer temperature 27 degrees. So it means it is an interval. No exact possible value of temperature, मैम. अगर तो मैम इस तरीके से तो ये इंटरवल हुआ ना मैम. टेम्परेचर में भी 10 डिग्री ज्यादा या कम हो सकता है, या उसके बीच में हो सकता है 35 20 28 इसके बीच में हो सकता है.
Yeah, so temperature is an interval, I told you.
नहीं तो
Ma'am, in
तो
this
मैम उसी तरीके
case,
से 10 year to 15 year to 15 to 20 year.
ma'am, in this case, is it ratio or it is ordinal case? Because I
In
think
this
so it's
case,
ordinal
this is
because
an
it is.
ordinal. This is in this case, it's ordinal. But she is asking me if the intervals have been given, like in a proper with with the same unit of measurement. So at that point, if it's an ordinal or an interval, she's asking that.
Ma'am,
I think so it must be an
interval is
interval,
given,
right, ma'am?
it should be
Because it
ordinal.
has equal intervals, and 0 year would not
Uh,
make any sense, right, ma'am?
Yeah, so that's all. 0 means the person is not there, correct?
Yes, ma'am. And it doesn't make any sense, right, ma'am?
Yeah, so that's what, like 0, it's an absolute 0. It has an absolute 0. There is an absolute 0 there. So according to me, it should be a ratio scale, but okay, I'll just check on it. I'll just confirm it, okay? Whether it should be an interval or a ratio. According to me, it should be ratio, but I'll just confirm it with the other teachers, okay?
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, sure.
Ma'am, what would be the ratio here?
Ma'am,
Sorry?
Ma'am, what would be the ratio here? Like 15 by 10, 20 by 15, like that?
Ratio, see, ratio scale in the sense, Okay, so you don't have to go into the ratio. Ratio means like if one person is having 20 years is of 20 years of age and the other person is like 40 years of age. So I can say that the 40 is the double of 20, correct?
Okay.
Yeah, like that. So that is a like ratio. And we have an absolute zero. So if a person is zero, that means that person is not there, correct? It has
So
it's
the
not
ratio
there.
is supposed to be equal every time, like 20 by 15 and 15 by 10. So 15 by 10 is 3 by 2, right?
I want to say that this
And 20 by 15 is 4 by 3. So should
No, it's
should
not
the ratio be
mathematics.
equal?
um, I want to state something that why it isn't ratio scale. May I?
Yeah, okay.
Ma'am, categories like below 10 or 10 to 15 and 15 to 20, above 20 are not ratio anymore because, ma'am, first they are intervals turned into labels. And, ma'am, you cannot say above 20 is twice the 10 to 15. Ratio loses the meaning here, and even, ma'am, difference loses meaning because the distance between 10 to 15 and 15 to 20 looks equal, but above 20 is like open-ended, so it's not consistent. If we had exact ages before grouping, we would call it a ratio scale, but after the ages are categorized into the groupings, so these are the ordinal scale only.
Yeah, this is an ordinal scale only.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, this
And
is
not
an
ratio scale. And not ratio scale.
yeah, no, you're saying that if it was given like in every like below 10 years, if there was not some uh exact intervals and about 20 or so, like let's suppose it was here at like 20 to 30, sorry, 20 to 25 it was given and this was given 5 to 10. Then is it a ratio scale on sorry, which scale of
Um,
measurement it is?
Still,
That's
it's
how
not a ratio scale because,
Still,
ma'am,
it's not a ratio.
because we cannot say that 5 to 10 is double, is twice of 10 to 15 years, or because they are used as labels right now, na? Intervals are turned into labels, like still it will not be ratio scale.
I think they have to give exact values such as 0, 5, 10, 15.
Yeah,
Then we
that's
can
what I'm
include them.
pointing out. If the exact ages were given like before grouping, it would be ratio scale.
Okay. Okay, just let me just think about it. Okay, just give me some time. Okay, yeah. Other than that, this question is clear.
Yes, ma'am.
If this was not the thing. So this is an ordinal scale of measurement. Is it fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Shall we move forward now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, a physicist records the length of a rod in centimeters. Which scale of measurement is this?
Ratio.
Ratio scale.
Why is it a ratio?
It has an absolute zero
Absolute
and
value and
Has zero.
It has an absolute
mathematical
value.
operation,
arithmetic progression.
proper measurement.
It is an absolute zero. The main thing is it has an absolute zero. That's why this is a ratio scale
Ratio
of
scale.
measurement. Okay. Now, a psychologist records the IQ scores of students. Which scale of measurement is used?
Ordinal.
Ordinal one.
Yes, ma'am. Ordinal.
Why ordinal?
One person has more IQ than the other. So we
अगर
can rank
comparison कर रहे हैं ना कि कौन better है, कौन नहीं.
we can rank each person by their IQ, right, ma'am? And IQ 0 doesn't make sense. And even in interval scale, it doesn't have IQ from this to this, this to this. We can't define a specific interval. We cannot give a nominal scale also. Then it would definitely go into an ordinal scale, right, ma'am?
So you're saying that IQ is an ordinal.
Yes.
I would go with interval scale.
I'm interval.
Should be an interval.
interval, ma'am?
Because no absolute zero.
Yeah. So the main thing is, the first thing, okay, IQs are like this, like 120 or 160, something kind of like that, right? So the main thing is, we can't say that 120 is a, like, or let's suppose, what can we say? Let's suppose 60 IQ. So I can't say that 120 is the double of 60 like that. So here the ratios are not meaningful. The first thing is that. Then we have no absolute zero here. Okay. So if one person is having like zero IQ in the sense, like uh, let's suppose we can't say that it doesn't have any intelligence, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So here like so here like zero means no absolute zero is there, correct? Ratios are not meaningful. No absolute zero is there. So that's why this is like an interval scale of measurement. Okay. So the main thing when you are solving questions for the scales of measurement, right? So the main thing is that we have four: nominal, ordinal, interval, and ratios. For the interval and ratios, you just have go through the all the properties of that interval and ratio. So in the interval, the main thing is the ratio should not be meaningful and there should be no absolute zero, right? So if you see that in ratio scale of measurement, absolute zero is the case, but here it's a no absolute zero, right? So ratio is not there. So we are left with the interval scale of measurement. So if you see, look here, my ratios are not meaningful and we have a no absolute zero case here. So that's why this is an interval scale of measurement. So I can say that the IQ scores of the students are an interval scale of measurement. Okay?
Yes,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
ma'am, why it can't be ordinal?
Why? How can you order like how
Like we
can
can
Ma'am,
rank not like someone person IQ is a 1 or 2 or like 60 then 70. Like they can be ordered in a way.
मैम आई थिंक ये दोनों का एग्जांपल ऑर्डिनल का और इंटरवल का भी
Yes, ma'am.
क्योंकि एक शार्प स्टूडेंट है एक लो यू नो लो माइंडेड स्टूडेंट है
Ma'am, may I?
it won't be an ordinal, no.
Ma'am, may I speak?
Yes.
In the question, there is no compare, only score.
Ma'am, may
Yeah,
I?
yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, ma'am. In the question, it says a psychologist just records the IQ scores of student. This statement, it will be just interval. Like if it was mentioned that we use it to rank something, like we use it to rank the student's intelligence, then it could be ordinal scale. But according the question, it solely represent the interval scale only. Like we need to use that word rank in this question. Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah, if it's stating that he is ordering the students according to the IQ scores, then it would be an ordinal. But yeah, you are correct. So
Yes, ma'am.
basically, okay. I'm just taking out the scores. I'm just not noting down all the scores, IQ scores of all these students. That's it. So if you see there, so it's an interval scale because I can't say that if I have 120 IQ of like 200, sorry, 120, and the person is having 60, so that doesn't mean that I am like double intelligent than that person. You can't say that, right? It's it is not meaningful. It's not making any sense, right? So that's
Yes,
why.
ma'am.
And if any person is having a zero IQ, that doesn't mean that he is not having any brain or anything. It's just like there is an intelligence, but a little uh, like less or something. You can say that means like it's making in some sense is there, some intelligence is there, right? So that's why this is an interval scale of measurement, not an ordinal scale of measurement, because we are not ranking it. Okay,
Got it,
it's
ma'am.
about the intelligence. Okay, is it fine?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Sure.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's move
Okay.
on.
Okay then. So this was the last. Okay, this was
Ma'am,
the
this
last question.
IQ part, this is not nominal scale because IQ is not unique. The two persons can have the same IQ, right?
Yes.
Okay, ma'am.
IQ scores, how can it be nominal? We are recording the scores, right? And the scores
Ma'am,
are
I am
nominal,
saying
right?
it is not nominal. It is not
Huh.
nominal because the two persons can have the same IQ. So hence it is not unique.
Huh. Nominal, it's okay. So you're saying that it's not nominal because it's not unique, right?
Yes, ma'am. That's what I want to say. Is that true? If I say like that.
No, see, nominal is for the categorical variable, not for the numerical. So we are basically recording the scores here, which is a numerical variable, right? Scores are like 1, 2, 3. These are my scores. These are my numbers. I am noting down the numbers. So this is a numerical variable. So it's a case of numerical. And in that numerical, we have two scales of measurement, interval and ratio. So now you have to see if it's a nominal scale, interval scale, or a ratio scale. Okay.
Oh, okay, ma'am. Okay, understood. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So yeah, this was the last question. So now you're like, is it clear the scales of measurement, the descriptive and inferential
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. It
statistics?
is clear.
Everything is
ma'am.
clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Sure. Any
Yes,
other
ma'am.
doubts?
Yes,
Very
ma'am.
sure.
Yes.
Ma'am,
Yes. Yes.
ma'am, in these kind of questions, like the IQ scores, I often tend to get confused between ordinal and interval. So how to tackle that? What can we do to get over it?
Good. Over it. The main thing is, okay, if you remember the definition of an interval scale, in an interval scale, it was said that all the properties of the ordinal scale will also be, it will also follow all the properties of the ordinal scale, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
So our interval scale will also be following some order, but the next point is in interval scale, it will be having some no absolute zero, and the differences would be like they will be having same unit of uh, differences, correct?
Yes,
That
ma'am.
was the same. So just when you are solving these questions, right? So you just have to go through all the properties of the scales of measurement. Nominal and ordinal, they are simple, right? The main thing is interval and ratio. So the first thing is you have to check if they have an absolute zero or no absolute zero case. If it's an absolute zero, just go with the ratio. If it's a no absolute zero, then go with the interval.
So, ma'am, we have to go in a hierarchy order, like starting
Yeah.
from ratio and then go.
Just go starting from the interval. First, you start with the interval, then you go with the ratio, right? Because if you see in the definition of ratio, it is saying that it is following all the properties of the interval as well, correct? But in that, the ratio is being meaningful. But in interval, the ratios are not meaningful, correct? So just first go with an interval, then you go with the ratio scale. Just go through all the properties of the scales of measurement.
Ma'am, can
Right?
I ask something?
Yes.
मैम मैम जो इंटरवल स्केल होता है उसमें यूनिट होती है यूनिट
Unit in the sense? Unit of difference, right?
लाइक जूल एनर्जी
हाँ.
तो मैम जिस इंटरवल स्केल टेम्परेचर है मान लिया केल्विन उसका यूनिट है तो मैम ऑर्डिनल स्केल में जैसे हम रेटिंग करते हैं ऐप को कस्टमर केयर को 1 to 5 स्केल पे इट्स लाइक इट्स अ ऑर्डर की 1 स्केल तो घटिया बैड एंड पुअर एंड गुड रेटिंग 5 स्टार इज अ वेरी गुड रेटिंग सो मैम द मेन डिफरेंस इज यूनिट की उसमें एब्सोल्यूट जीरो नहीं होगा इंटरवल में एंड रेशियो इंटरवल में यूनिट तो होगी लेकिन एब्सोल्यूट जीरो नहीं लेकिन ऑर्डर में केवल एक ऑर्डर ही होगा यूनिट नहीं होगी
हाँ करेक्ट
तो मैम जो इसके पहले जो क्वेश्चन था आईक्यू में तो आईक्यू में ऑर्डर का इज जस्ट रेशियो मींस उसमें कॉन्जेनाइटल और वो जो रियल एज का वो परसेंटेज निकाल के बताते हैं आईक्यू में तो उसमें तो मैम आईक्यू का मेजरमेंट यूनिट नहीं है ना कि कितना आईक्यू है
मेजरमेंट मतलब
Ma'am,
मैम
simply
तो
IQ cannot be categorized, right, ma'am? So therefore, it is not ordinal, and since it is just numeric, it comes into interval.
तो कैसे कैटेगराइज नहीं कर सकते आईक्यू को? मतलब एक का आईक्यू कम एक का ज्यादा है तो कैसे कैटेगरी नहीं कर सकते उसमें?
Since they are just measuring the IQ scores, it must be numeric, right, ma'am?
तो 1 to 5 स्कोर पे रेटिंग तो भी वो होती है ना, ऑर्डर में होती है कि हाँ 1 2 3 4।
Like if we are recording the ratings, like we recorded this person has 5-star rating and this person has 4-star rating, and now we are comparing it, it becomes ordinal, and just we are storing it like in an Excel sheet, we are just storing it and not comparing it, it becomes the interval scale, isn't it?
तो
Like
मतलब ये अगर हम
it
रिकॉर्ड
depends
कर
on
रहे
the
हैं मान
use
लिया हम,
case.
अगर हम
So
स्केल में
the
मेजर कर रहे
most
हैं
important thing is what is the question seeking the answer. Okay, if it is saying that the rating are just for like it's in the question that one is
वन मिनट
smaller.
1 सेकंड। ओके, अगर हम मेजरमेंट को नोट डाउन कर रहे हैं तो वो ऑर्डर में होगा, और अगर हम मेजरमेंट नोट डाउन करके उसको मतलब बता रहे हैं या फिर उसको कर रहे हैं तो वो इंटरवल हो जाएगा। उसमें से कंक्लूजन ड्रा कर रहे हैं
No, vice
तो वो
versa.
इंटरवल हो जाएगा। मतलब अगर हम टेम्परेचर को नोट डाउन कर रहे हैं तो वो तब तक ऑर्डर रहेगा, लेकिन अगर हम उसको इम्प्लाई करेंगे या कंक्लूजन निकालेंगे तो वो इंटरवल हो जाएगा। ऐसा कैसे?
Vice versa. I said the
It's
opposite
not
thing you
like
are
that.
saying.
मैम साइकेट्रिस्ट जो आईक्यू ड्रॉ कर रहा है पेपर पे, वो ऑर्डर में नहीं होंगे, और जब हम उनको कंक्लूजन निकालेंगे तो वो ऑर्डर में हो जाएंगे, तो वो इंटरवल हो जाएंगे। ऐसा कुछ?
उल्टा।
See,
Ma'am, I have a doubt.
see, the IQ scores, we are just noting down the scores. Okay. He is noting down the scores. So I'm just asking that these scores are which scale of measurement. I'm just asking that. So I have some scores. Okay, let's suppose I have 60, 120, 160, then I have 20, then I have 40. These are my some scores. So can you tell me which scale of measurement is this? Like some.
Interval scale.
Yeah, that's what.
Ma'am, it
Simple
is
as
interval
that.
because there is no comparison.
That's it. So you just have to go through the question what they are asking. We are just collecting the scores. You have to just focus on the scores. That's it. Don't go here and there. Fine?
Ma'am, I have a doubt.
Yes.
Ma'am, I
Often see myself getting confused between inferential and descriptive, even though like I'm aware of what it means and you know how everything is there. But when it comes to some questions, I just get confused. So I wanted to know if there are any few keywords that you should look for when it comes to inferential and descriptive.
See, the main thing is.
I have same doubt, ma'am.
मैम कैन यू राइट मैम डिफरेंस बता दीजिए। हाँ, दोनों में मैम मेन जो डिफरेंस होता है, रूट वर्ड कैसे डिटेक्ट कर पाए कौन सा डिस्क्रिप्टिव है कौन सा इंफरेंस। मैम प्लीज नोट डाउन इट।
Okay. The main thing is in descriptive is we are just summarizing the data, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we can summarize for the population and we can summarize for the sample as well, correct? So if we have a sample data or if we have a population data, we can summarize it. Okay. We just have been given a table. Okay. We have the row numbers, we have the name, we have some scores or something for different subjects, and we have some average scores as well. So these are my data that I have been given. So it can be of a population, it can be of a sample. So I'm just summarizing it. I can say that this person is the top person, this person is the lowest person. Okay, this like this class is having this average score or something. So I'm just summarizing the data. I'm just looking at the data. Okay, the table that I have been given or the values that I have been given. From that data, I'm just summarizing it. Okay. Am I giving you any conclusion about the class, or am I giving you any prediction of the class? No, right? Right? Okay. Now, the second thing is inferential. Okay. Inferential is basically what we are predicting something, correct? We are
Yes, ma'am.
predicting or we
Yes.
are concluding. And what we are concluding about?
Population by analyzing the sample.
About the population by looking at the sample.
With the help of the sample, correct?
Sample.
Yes.
Okay. So the main thing is we need a sample, okay, and we need a population. These two things we need here. Here we don't need, it can be a population, it can be a sample, but here we need a population and a sample as well. Okay. So the first thing is, main thing is, I first from the sample I'm having some data. Okay. From the sample I got some data. Okay. And from this data I'm concluding about the population. Something about the population for the whole population. From the sample data, I am concluding about the population, then it's an inferential statistic. So you just have to look, like if I'm predicting from the sample something about the population, then it's an inferential. So if you look at this, this was the question, right? One question was there. If you see here, so the first thing is, a construction company wants to start a house construction business in a city. Okay, we are just talking about a city. So this is the whole population. Yes?
Yes.
So since there is a large number of city houses, the company collects a sample of houses from that city. So we are collecting sample of houses. So this is my sample.
Yes,
Now,
ma'am.
uses the
Ma'am.
properties of the sample to study the house prices in the city. So we are using this sample of houses to study what? The house prices in the city. So this is my population. I'm studying about the population with the help of what? The sample. Yeah. So now this is an inferential statistics because we are studying about the population with the help of the sample. So the main thing is, the main definition of an inferential is, if you are studying about the population with the help of a sample, then it's an inferential statistics. Fine. You're concluding something. If you're just concluding about the population, then it's an inferential statistics. You just have to look if the sample is concluding something about the population, like that.
Got it, ma'am.
Got it?
Yes, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Excuse me, ma'am, I have a doubt.
Yes.
Ma'am, can you please explain us what is discrete and continuous data?
Okay. Discrete, what is the discrete data? Discrete is the data which we can count, which is countable. Okay. So let's suppose the number of bags or the number of books I have. So I can count the number of books, right? I can have 1 book, 2 books, 3 books. If I am counting the number of, let's suppose, number of cylinders I have. So I can have 1 cylinder, 2 cylinder, 3 cylinder. So I can count them, correct? So the main thing is in discrete is, if you can count and think, that is in discrete. And continuous is basically it contains of measurement. Okay, measurement. It has some unit. So basically weight, height. So height is in inches or feet or something like that. Weight is in kilograms, grams or something like that. So in continuous, you just have to look if it's a measurement. If it's a measurement thing, then it's in a continuous variable. Okay.
Ma'am, it means कि मतलब measurement 2.5 meter, 3.3 meter, but not to high cylinder, yeah, 1.5 cylinder, like that.
Yeah. So the measurement, you can't count the measurement thing, right? Can you count that? No. So if you can't, the thing is, the main difference is, if you can count, it's a discrete. If you cannot count it, it's a continuous. Fine.
And ma'am, both come under numerical data, right?
They come in numerical data, correct. So these are the two types of numerical. Numerical are of
Okay,
two
ma'am.
types, discrete and a continuous.
Yes, ma'am.
Fine.
got it.
Now, is it clear, discrete and continuous?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, I have one doubt. Is date, what scale of measurement is used for date?
Date?
Yeah, date.
Continuous.
Scale of measurement used for date.
It should be nominal.
Nominal.
But ma'am,
So,
there is some order in date.
Wait,
Ma'am, interval, date is an interval.
No, ma'am, weight is a continuous, मतलब ratio scale, like length. Weight भार ना.
Date.
Rate or date?
date,
Date.
29 September 2025.
Ma'am, date is an interval, I think.
Yes, it's a date. I'm talking about.
Ma'am, how we can convert a interval scale of measurement into ratio?
Sorry, what?
Oh, ma'am, can I get the answer? Is
Yeah,
it
I'm just thinking. So date is like you're saying like 21st February. So it's
मैम ऑर्डिनल होगा डेट, क्योंकि पीछे की डेट आगे की डेट लास्ट
Basically,
ईयर.
21 September plus 22 September will give nothing. That's why it's an ordinal differential maneuver. If you can add and conclude that 21 September plus 22 September will give something, so then it should be interval, but there is no meaning, so it's
I have
ordinal.
a doubt from week 2 activity questions. Can I ask, please?
sorry.
I have a doubt from week 2 activity questions.
That will be done next week. This week we will be just covering week 1. Okay.
Ma'am?
Time is a ratio scale or interval scale?
Time actually depends upon the situation, right? So, time or day? What is
Ma'am,
the topic?
only time.
Time. Time is interval. Time in the sense like 2 o'clock p.m., 3 o'clock, like that, right?
Yes,
No,
that is
ma'am, like
That
time spent, like I am spend 2 hours on this work or like 4 hours on this work, like this time I am saying.
and that is a ratio. That is
then that
called
will be
duration.
ratio.
That is
Then that will
duration.
be the ratio.
Like, ma'am, it depends also on the situation,
Situation,
like which
that's what.
Yes,
scale.
So it
when
depends
you
upon the
read in the
situation.
clock,
In the same way, the date thing, it depends upon the situation. Sometimes it depends upon like if you are just denoting is if it you are taking it as a treating it as a sequence like before and after, like he said, then it can be considered an ordinal. But uh,
Okay,
yes,
like if it's 29 September 2025, then it's
ha.
a label, so it's nominal. If we consider the days, the interval, that is the days spent, then it is, yeah, interval.
Yeah, so it depends upon
Mm.
the situations that you are.
Mhm.
So exactly you can't say which scale of measurement. So according to the question only, you can state whether it's an ordinal or an interval or a ratio or anything.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, in previous class, I have asked a doubt for angle of measurement, and you said that we discuss it in next class after
Yes,
the
yes.
compounds.
So in angle of measurement also there are cases in the sense like you can't particularly say this is an interval or a ratio scale. So if you are just talking about the angle, let's suppose there is okay. So according to the ratio is there is an absolute zero. That means zero means nothing. So if you're just talking about the rotation thing or something, then you can say it's a ratio scale of measurement because if it's a 0 degree, that means there is no rotation, right? But you can say that the 40 degrees is twice of 20, or you can say then 180 degrees twice of 90, right? So there is a ratio is meaningful there. So I at that point of time, if I'm just talking about the rotation thing or something, then I can say it's a ratio scale of measurement. But when you are talking about the direction, okay, so when you're talking about the direction, then you say it's an interval scale because zero, if it's a 0 degree, then you can't say that there is nothing. Zero means uh, like zero in the sense of direction is like the same direction, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, in a
But
straight line.
zero means such a reference.
That's what. So if you're going according to the direction, then it's an interval. But if you're going according to the rotation thing or something, then it will be a ratio. So it depends upon the cases, situations as well.
So basically, if we put some point with pen in the paper, then there no 0 degree, matlab 0 degree कोई meaning नहीं. So it's a ratio scale. When we take in it as a direction, so 0 degree
Direction
as
like
a
compass
reference.
or something in that, no? So
Okay. So in physics sense, it is a ratio scale. In stat sense, it's a interval scale because we measure rotation in mainly physics, no?
correct. So you can say that. So that's what. So it depends upon the situation. If you're talking about direction or you're talking about the rotation, something like that. Okay. Now is it clear?
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, how we can convert a interval scale of measurement into ratio scale of measurement?
Okay. Can you tell me the main difference between an interval and a ratio?
Yes, ma'am. Interval scale of measurement has no absolute zero, but in ratio there is a zero.
Yeah. So let's suppose I have two films. Okay. And I have to rate them from 1 to 5. Okay. So rating is an interval scale. So I rated one person, like these are my ratings 1, 2, 4, 2, 1. And for the second film, I have a rating for 1, 1, 3, 1, 1, like that. Okay. So the main thing is interval. See, this is an interval scale of measurement. Now in interval scale, I can only do addition and subtraction, correct? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now I can do any. So if I add both of these ratings, the main thing is I have to convert into ratio. So say ratio in ratio, we have a zero, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Zero means absent. So I need a zero in this, right? So if I need to get zero, if I add both of these, will I get zero? No. So
No,
the
ma'am.
last option I have is minus. So if I minus this, I am getting a zero, right? So by subtraction only, I can convert an interval scale of measurement to a ratio scale of measurement. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Now got it.
Okay. So now week one is clear to everyone?
Yes.
Yes,
Sure?
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Everything is clear?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, then that was it. So on Tuesday we have the doubt session. So you can ask doubts regarding the activity questions or the practice assignment or something. Okay, have you guys started with practice assignments and
No,
activity
ma'am.
questions? No?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
We are on the second
Yes,
lecture,
ma'am.
second week.
Week second. So like okay, but on Tuesday you can ask the doubts from the activity questions or the practice assignment. Okay. So
Okay.
on that day we will do that. Okay, fine. So I hope like week one is clear to everyone.
Ma'am, but one question I had regarding that conversion of interval scale to ratio scale. Ma'am, is it at all meaningful that we are converting one scale to the other? Then what was the requirement to make two different scales, interval and ratio? Is it at all? I mean, it is meaningful.
Meaningful. It's not that like I don't think so.
So then, why this question is arising that how to convert this ratio into interval and all that? Like, how can you convert one scale to the other? That I cannot understand.
Yes, ma'am.
Same question, same question.
I have also this doubt.
Okay, so
They are the different type of
Because
scales. They have another
we are
type.
not converting the result we are getting from that is not A.
see the main thing is
That is A minus B.
okay, the main thing is in ratio we can do all the operations, right? And interval we are just doing the addition and subtraction, correct? So like majorly in stats or like if you're analyzing something or doing some analysis or something, so there are some cases in which you have to convert some interval scale, like something in like some interval to a ratio scale, so that you can do all the operations on that. Because in the interval you can just do add subtraction and addition, right? And in ratio you can do all the mathematical operations. So in some cases there are like we can have cases in which like ratio helps us to analyze it more so that we can do more operations on that. So in that case, I guess it is that helpful to convert interval into a ratio.
But ma'am, if so, if that is possible, then how can we do that? Can you once more tell that?
Sorry?
If that is the thing, then can you please once more repeat the part that how can we convert that interval scale to ratio scale for that thing?
Okay.
Ma'am, where can we get the PPT? This PPT, solve with the session PPT.
Tomorrow it will be uploaded. Okay.
Where, ma'am?
In the supplementary content. Now it is not there, but tomorrow. I will be uploading the SWU tomorrow, and after the doubt session, then I will be uploading this PDF. Is it fine?
Okay, ma'am. All right.
Yeah. Okay. This PDF will be uploaded tomorrow, and this one will be uploaded on Tuesday or Wednesday.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay then. So, where were we? Okay. So this was your doubt, right? So can anyone explain this? Can anyone explain Soboji? How to convert from interval to ratio? Anyone?
By subtraction.
By subtraction. How we can do by subtraction?
Rating by two people, A and B, and we are subtracting B from A. Then we are getting the result of ratio scale in the interval scale.
Has anyone understood how we are converting from interval to ratio?
To
Yes.
interval.
Sorry?
I'm comparing
Subtracting to interval
comparing the A.
It can be done by subtracting.
Okay,
By
it can be
subtracting
done by.
the two ratings.
Okay, I'm just repeating it once again. So if I have two films, okay, and we are rating it, okay, 1 to 5, okay, we have to rate it from 1 to 5. Then these are my ratings: 1, 2, 4, 2, 1, 1, 1, 3, 1, 1. These are my ratings. Okay, now these ratings are my intervals. Okay, now in interval scale of measurement, I have two mathematical operations that I can do. One is positive as addition, and one is subtraction. Correct?
Yes,
Yes,
Other
ma'am.
than that, I can't do anything. Now, if I add two ratings, will I? Okay, I have to convert into a ratio, and in ratio I have 0. Correct? 0 is the main thing.
Yes, ma'am.
Absolute 0.
Yes.
So I need to get 0. Now, if I add two ratings, can I get 0?
No,
No,
ma'am, you
ma'am.
cannot.
But if I subtract two ratings, will I be getting 0?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So that's why by subtraction only we can convert one interval scale of measurement to a ratio scale of measurement. Okay?
But ma'am, rating
ma'am,
is
sample
ordinal
scale.
scale. That
Sorry?
rating is
Ma'am,
ordinal scale.
Rating is ordinal scale.
ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, in 0 degree
He is
Celsius,
asking
we have
that rating is
273,
ordinal scale
so
or
it
interval
get
scale.
convert into Kelvin. So by adding also, we are converting ratio interval scale into ratio scale.
Sorry, once again, what?
Ma'am, here is the temperature 0 degree Celsius. When we add 273.15 in that, it's convert into Kelvin. So here interval scale is converted into ratio scale by adding 273.
273 plus 0.
मैम 0 डिग्री सेल्सियस पर अगर हम 273.15 ऐड कर देते हैं तो वो केल्विन स्केल में कन्वर्ट हो जाता है
हाँ.
और केल्विन स्केल रेशियो स्केल है मतलब मैंने ऐड करके एक इंटरवल स्केल को रेशियो स्केल में कन्वर्ट कर दिया
Okay.
So how can you are concluding that only by subtraction? I have another example that let's suppose pH example when we convert pH in concentration of H plus. So here concentration of H plus when it's 0, so no H plus exists. But when pH equals to 0, there is a meaning that it's a acidic nature. So pH is interval scale and concentration of H plus is a ratio scale. So I don't able
Can
to
you repeat
understand
this one? The pH one?
if pH equals to 0,
then then we can say that it's acidic nature. But here is a formula of pH that minus log of concentration of H plus. So when we convert it into this, so if concentration of H plus equals to 0, we can say that no H plus exists or no concentration of H plus exists. So here also I convert interval scale into ratio scale by converting the formula of pH to concentration of H plus.
By log or something?
I'm not able to make you understand.
According to this definition of interval scale, like for example 1 to 4, 4 to 8, so one continuous difference is there of 4, right? So now you were saying that by subtracting we are converting it into ratio scale, but now if we subtract that 4 and 1 and this 4 to 8, then there's a continuous that difference is coming out in the ratio scale, so it is not justified there, right?
Can you repeat it once again? What?
Yes, ma'am. Like in an interval scale, we should have a constant difference, right? Like 1 to 4, 4 to 8, 8 to 12. So a constant difference of 4 is maintained here. So now when we are converting this into ratio scale, we are subtracting. But now if we subtract this one, 4 and 1, this 8 and 4 like this, then that difference, the D difference, 4 is coming out in the ratio scale. So it is not meaningful.
The difference is not meaningful.
Yes, ma'am. It is not meaningful because what I will do with the D difference in the ratio scale, and moreover there is no zero. No zero is coming out. So how this is justified?
You are saying that in the interval we have some unit of difference, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And in the ratio by subtracting, the unit of measurement is like what?
Yes, ma'am. That difference D difference is coming out in the ratios. So it is not making any meaning.
The difference between the two units, it's not making any sense. You're saying that
In the ratio scale,
in
when
the
we are
ratio.
subtracting. Yes.
Ah,
So, ma'am, this is not at all justified, right? That's what I was asking.
And also we are not getting A as converted in the ratio scale. The result that we are getting in ratio scale is difference of A and B.
Definitely. That's what I was asking. The difference will be constant. There is no zero. Hence, in the ratio scale, there is no meaning. Like it is meaningless. That thing. What I was saying.
Yes, yes. I have the same doubt.
the you are saying that zero here in the ratio scale it makes no sense. You're saying that.
No, ma'am. I am telling it in a easy way. Like for example, that you are saying no in interval scale. Say for example, an interval scale is given. Interval scale 1 to 4, 4 to 8, 8 to 12, like that. An interval scale is given, right? Now you are saying that to convert an interval scale to ratio scale, we need to subtract. Okay. Now when we are subtracting this 4 minus 1, 8 minus 4, 12 minus 8, 4 is coming out in the ratio scale. There is no zero, only one same thing 4 is coming out in the ratio scale, which is not making any kind of meaning, right? So how is this conversion of interval scale to ratio scale is justified in this case? That's what I was asking.
So the intervals are like 1 to 4, 4 to 8 like that.
Yes, ma'am. Continuous interval must be maintained in interval scale, right? So that's 1 to 4, 4 to 8, that.
you're subtracting 1 and 4, 4 and 8 like that?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'll just think about it. So you're saying that these are my intervals 1 to 4, 4 to 8, and you're subtracting 1 and 4, 4 and 8 and 8, 8 and 16, like
8
Can I
and
8 and
12.
12, right?
8 and 12. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I am subtracting to convert into ratio scale.
But in this case, 0 not exist. 2 0 is not
1,
exist.
4 and 8, 4, 8 and 1. These are the intervals. So these are my interval of one part, and these are my intervals for the second part. Something like that. Or saying.
Ma'am, first part is 1 to 4, second part is 4 to 8, third part is 8 to 12. That's the interval. And then it goes on as it is, maintaining a difference of 4.
This case,
I think it is a context dependent question where we don't.
Ma'am, I think these intervals are just ordinal scale of measurement, not the interval, because these are just categories.
No, they are not category. Interval means there must be a interval difference of a fixed thing, right? So 1 to 4, 4 to 8, there's a interval of 4 that is maintained through all throughout. So that's an interval scale.
And what is this unit?
Yeah,
Because in
You can
interval
take
scale,
anything. Say for example Celsius. Take anything. But this scale, like scales like this, how can we convert this into ratio scale? We cannot convert this. That's what my question is.
What's your question? Can you repeat?
can I give another example?
Sure, sure.
See, suppose we are in an office in which many cabins are there. Each cabins have a air conditioner. So the temperature of inside is different from temperature of outside. So there is a difference of temperature inside and outside. So we are recording this difference for each of the cabin. So let's say cabin 1 has difference of 20 degree Celsius and cabin 2 has, let's say, 30 degree Celsius. So this difference is ratio scale because there is possible of there is a possibility that difference can be zero. So this difference is ratio scale of measurement.
No, but in this particular example interval scale, there is no possibility of zero. A constant interval is there, so you cannot make this zero. Ma'am, do you remember that question? I think second or third question. There was one question of age, 20 to
I think
25 years, 30 to 35
we
years.
can't convert interval scale into ratio scale. But
I think that question there was you said that was the ratio that was the nominal scale, that was not interval scale. So similar example like that, here is one interval and then we need to convert this into ratio scale. But here in this case, in this interval scale, we cannot convert this into ratio scale.
I think in that example, that was a case of ordinal scale, not the nominal, I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But if that would have been a constant interval, right? Not that was difference. That was there was a huge difference, right? If the difference was maintained, ma'am said that it would have been an interval scale. So I am taking the same example. Let it be that age example. Okay. So the constant difference is there, and it's an interval scale. So now, if we go to convert this into the ratio scale by subtracting, then it's becoming meaningless. That's what I'm saying.
Can you repeat your
and
question?
also the question is the result we are getting as the ratio scale is not meaningful because of as here ma'am uh, given example, we are subtracting A from B from A, and we are getting 0, 1, 1, and 0 as a ratio scale. That is not a converted form of A. This is the difference of A and B, which is not meaningful, I think.
This are you saying is the class interval 4, every class interval 4, not the difference between the cases, two cases.
Even then we go to convert this into the ratio scale, we cannot, because there can be many intervals like this, right? There can be many units, many examples like this, an interval, but you cannot convert all.
Subhajit, are you saying is the class interval? Class interval is same 4, 4, 4, 4, every class interval, every case 4. But interval scale meanings two cases, between the two cases, the same interval, like as a 4 is to 8. Some units have a 4. 8 into 12, some units has a 12. Then 12 minus 8. This is a cases difference.
But then what about that question where the year one given year
This is,
ages?
sorry to interrupt, but I think it is not possible to convert into ratio scale, because when I look into A interval and B interval, so there is no zero. If we have a zero ratio scale, which doesn't make sense. That is the main thing which I can tell you. Because if we say the interval A 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, B 1, 1, 1, if we recorded something and it has no zero value in A and B, and if become a zero, which mean this record or this case is not valid. So which means
yes,
we can't apply the ratio scale here.
That is what I also asking.
If it is a temperature case, which somebody has mentioned it, then I agree, because zero makes sense, because temperature go to zero, which is makes sense. But here we can't, because if you see the value 1 to 4.
I think for conversion from interval scale to ratio scale, we have to redefine the whole things.
Because in the given example, we don't have any zero interval here. If it is 0 to 1, then I agree we can convert it. But there is no 0 to 1. It's 1 to
Yes,
1.
exactly what I am saying. There is no zero, and there's a constant interval. So hence, in that case, we cannot convert. Hence, this thing is wrong, right? We can convert each and every interval scale into ratio scale. This thing is wrong. This is not correct, right?
Yes, this is
See,
logical thing.
it's
And
not
not every
necessary that
skill can be.
in every case you can just convert any interval scale into a ratio scale by just subtracting it. Depends upon the like let's suppose like there was a question like if in angle of measurement is an interval and a ratio. So it depends upon the situation, right? If you're talking about the rotation or the direction. Similarly, in this case also, it depends upon the um, cases. If we are talking about the ratings or something, then we can convert into a ratio scale by just subtracting it. So it depends upon the cases, uh, different cases on particular situations only. We can convert an interval scale into a ratio scale of measurement. Okay?
Okay, ma'am. Now my doubt is solved. Thank you,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Yeah.
Now I understood.
So in
That
every
means
case,
we cannot apply in all cases, right?
in all cases, in some cases, we can convert an interval into a ratio by just subtracting it.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay?
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Which means we can't convert interval into ratio scale by addition.
By addition,
Because I am saying the example. Let's suppose 0 degrees Celsius, then we have 273.15. So it's convert into
and
Kelvin scale.
273.15 is your degree Celsius?
No, when we are converting
No,
a
no,
degree
I'm just,
Celsius into
see, both of them should be an interval scale. Then only we can convert it. Is your 273, 237, 273.1 something is your degree Celsius?
Well,
Is it?
what I know that if we have to convert 0 degree Celsius, well, degree Celsius scale into Kelvin scale, we
See,
have to have
the main thing is we have to convert an interval scale into a ratio scale. So we are converting an interval scale. So here, if you see here, my ratings are both intervals, right? So by subtracting both of them only, I'm getting a ratio scale.
But what you are seeing in these types of example that what we are comparing just completely changing. Now we are just measuring difference between two. So
Measuring between two, right?
if we subtract two ratings, now we are measuring the difference of two ratings. So we have changed the whole system of uh, comparing things. No?
How? Can you just explain it? Can you say it once again?
And there are two ratings. So there are order we can compare these two ratings. You know? But when we are taking difference of these two ratings, we are just changing the whole system of comparing things. Now we are relying on to compare the difference of two ratings. So I think we can't just convert any scale into ratio scale or interval scale. If we convert it, then the whole system gets changed.
Hello.
You're saying that if you're subtracting both the ratings,
Yes. So now we are comparing the difference of two ratings because in I think a previous or two previous TA sessions, the sir has said that we can't convert a particular skill into another skill.
Okay. Okay.
Ma'am, even if in some cases we do convert from the interval scale to ratio scale, we cannot generalize that, right? We cannot
Yeah,
apply that
we
in
are
all
not
cases.
generalizing it. Yeah, in some cases we can convert it, in some cases we cannot. So it's not like in particular, like in every case, like we can convert an interval into a ratio scale. It's it's, it's not necessary. It's not a generalization thing. We can, in some cases we can convert it, in some cases we cannot. That's
Yes.
right. So in some cases we can convert it by subtracting only.
Ma'am, here the example you have taken rating of A and the rating of B. Then rating is the ordinal scale. Why you are taking it as an interval?
Rating is, I'm rating it 1 to 5, right? So the main thing is an interval can also fall in ordinal order, right?
Yes.
Okay. And in interval, there is no zero,
Yes.
right? And there is a difference between each of the rating 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, and 5.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So that's why this is an interval. Okay.
And
Ma'am,
what if we
but
are
the
rating?
difference that we have between the ratings, that doesn't make like a complete sense, right? Like the difference between 1 and 2, we cannot say that the difference between 1 and 2 is same as the difference between 4 and 5. So am I wrong in this, or?
Yeah, so
Yes,
that's what, no, the
exactly.
ratio.
That's
So
why
that's
I'm
why
saying
it's
that.
not a ratio, no? The ratio is non-meaningful. So I can't say that 1 and 2, 2 and 3, like let's suppose 2 and 4, right? So if I'm giving someone rating as 4 and some 2, so I can't say that 4 is a double of 2. It doesn't make any sense. So ratios are
But
not meaningful.
in interval scale, we should have a fixed difference, right? But we don't have a fixed difference in this case of in rating.
Why? Between 1 and 2, 2 and 3, 3 and 4, 4 and 5, there is a fixed difference, right?
So the 1 is the difference here.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, she is correct, I think. Ma'am, there is no difference in order, ma'am. मैम अगर 5 की रेटिंग 4 से मैम डिफरेंस वही सेम डिफरेंस नहीं है कि जो 3 और 4 में होगा. अगर मैम कस्टमर केयर को 3 और 4 के बीच में जो अगर मान लिया 3 रेटिंग दिया तो 3 और 4 के बीच का जो कांस्टेंट टर्म रहेगा वो 4 5 के बीच में नहीं रहेगा. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है मैम.
And if that happens, then we cannot convert any interval scale to ratio scale, if that is the case.
I think there are just 5 categories. So it should be a categorical variable rather than numerical in rating.
Yes, but in interval it is the differences matter, I think. The differences matter in like temperature like interval.
Yes,
What if I rating it 1, 2, and after that 5, and after that 7, not 1 by 1 increasing that. This is also rating 10 out of 1,
no.
2, and after 5.
You can't rate out.
10 out of 5 is a ratio, not in a ordinal, not in order way. So it's not ordinal. It's a ratio. 10 out of 5. It's a ratio.
Just give me a second. What was the question regarding the
मैम
rating?
एक्चुअली लेक्चर मैम सेज कि अगर 1 से 5 तक की रेटिंग दी जाती है तो अगर आपने 2 स्टार रेटिंग दी है इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि अगर आप 5 स्टार रेटिंग देते हैं कि तो मतलब 3 का डिफरेंस है. अगर आप 3 रेटिंग देते हैं 4 रेटिंग देते हैं, इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि उसमें 1 का डिफरेंस है।
यस।
Just a second. What was the question? You are saying that rating is an ordinal scale of measurement, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Because the difference
यस मैम।
doesn't
रेटिंग इज ऑर्डिनल आई थिंक।
तो हम क्या बोल रहे हैं?
या
एनीवन कैन टेल मी अभी लास्ट सेशन किसका स्टार्ट होने वाला है 8 PM से?
मेरा
सब्जेक्ट का।
मैथ्स।
मैथ्स अगेन मैथ्स तो हो चुका अभी।
मेरा तो
अभी
मैथ्स
अभी तो उसी का शो कर रहा है डाउट सेशन। पिछला जो हुआ था वो टीए सेशन था ना?
आई थिंक एक इंग्लिश का था वो अभी स्टार्ट ही नहीं हुआ था। वो ओवरलैप था एक दूसरे में।
Yeah.
मैम प्लीज गो अहेड, लीव दिस क्वेश्चन।
See, the main reason why it's an interval scale is because it has a fixed measure, right? The main two things is it has a fixed measure and it does not have an absolute zero. That's the main thing. See, interval scale, it also follows the properties of an ordinal scale. And second point, it has a fixed measure and it does not have an absolute zero. That's why this is an interval scale of measurement. Okay. And in the question, if it's given that we are just giving like it's just giving ratings for the order or something, like it will be stated in the question, then only it is an ordinal scale of measurement.
Okay, ma'am, I can
Yeah.
answer.
Yeah, otherwise it's an interval scale of measurement. Okay. So now when we are converting one interval scale into a ratio scale, so we are the thing is like we are making a new uh, uh, if you see here, it was like 1 minus 1 and we are making a new variable, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. So the thing is, we are making a new variable by subtracting something with an interval scale, right? So that's what. So we are just by subtracting the variable with an interval scale, we are making a new variable which is having some absolute zero, which is like in this we have zero. So that's why. So now this is my new variable, and now this new variable is my ratio scale of measurement. Okay.
And this thing, in some cases, we can do this conversion, right?
Yeah, in some cases.
Yes, ma'am. Now it's clear, crystal clear.
Okay. Yeah, that's what.
And the ratings only when we are recording it, then it is interval scale.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am, for giving us time.
Yeah. That's it.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So if I get more knowledge on this, I'll just share it in Tuesday. Okay.
Definitely, ma'am.
Let me just search more about it. I'll just see to it. Yeah.
Ma'am, could you please repeat? I was not able to hear you.
No, I'm just saying that I'll just do more research on this. Like I am not convinced by it, so I'll just do more research on it. Then I will be just on Tuesday. I'll just let you know. Okay.
मैम एक्चुअली इट इज नॉट साइंटिफिक बेस मैम, इसमें कोई साइंटिफिक टेक्नोलॉजी वो नहीं लगा कि हाँ ऐसे होगा तो वैसे। मैम जस्ट यू नो स्कॉलर ऐसे लिख दिए तो वो ज्यादा कोई मैटर नहीं। कुछ कुछ मतलब वो होते हैं जो दोनों में आते हैं, कुछ ऐसे ही आते हैं, तो इसमें कोई प्रॉपर वे नहीं है कि कैसे डिफाइन करें। It's just classification.
Yeah, it's just
Randomly
a classification. So that's what I'm
Yes,
saying. It
ma'am.
depends upon cases to cases. In some cases,
Yes, ma'am.
I
Yes,
can
ma'am.
say it's a ratio. I can say it's an interval. I can say it's an ordinal or something like that. So it depends upon the situation or the cases.
मैम जो PYQs में होंगे उनको देख लेंगे, थोड़ा सा बहुत वो ट्रिकी होंगे। बाकी मैम ये बहुत ब्रॉड वो हो जाएगा ना मैम, थोड़ा
See,
it's
these type
it's
of
too much
questions,
tricky.
like the questions which will be confusing for you, we won't be giving it to you.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So don't worry, like don't think too much about it. This would be a simple thing. So like you would be able to differentiate between an interval, the ratio, and like that. Okay.
मैम जैसे pH और टेम्परेचर है तो दोनों ये दोनों उसमें हो जाएंगे ना, क्या कहते हैं, इंटरवल में।
The temperature
एंड pH स्केल लाइक न्यूट्रल है 7 है तो न्यूट्रल हो जाएगा, 8 हो गया तो बेसिक हो
हाँ
जाएगा, एंड बिलो द 7 इज
हाँ
ओके मैम। थैंक यू मैम। मैम इज दिस
Okay.
सेशन एंडिंग नाउ?
Yeah, now it's ended. You have a class at 8, right? Okay
Ma'am,
then. So
then the doubt.
yeah.
Ma'am, we have to do a graded assignment during whole this course, also in diploma degree.
Yes, if it's like having any scores in it.
And also this summary and doubt session will be there in diploma and degree level also.
Sorry, what?
I'm saying that doubt session or summary session will also
It
be in
depends, a degree or diploma. It depends upon the subject, so that you have to look subject wise. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
ma'am.
Bye,
Thank you,
everyone.
ma'am.
Have a great night.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone.